go straight through the mistakes. Mistakes again. They don't take a section or take the section where it's wrong and clean it up. You gotta clean up as you go along. They just play, they just play through. And that's because they don't know how, that's why with kids you gotta, if somebody practices with the kid, he makes much faster progress.
Yes. And on that note, yes.
How did you deal with nerves and performance, or did you have any nerves when you performed?
How did you deal with being nervous like me on stage? Did you ever get nervous on stage?
Not really. When you're a little kid, you don't get nervous.
How about as an adult, when you were an adult?
Yeah, but I was used to playing from the time I was.
So it was like just talking, it was normal.
Playing my first concert at 10 years old.
So you were used to it, huh? On the note of technique, you wrote a book on left-hand technique, or glissando.
Yeah.
And it's a very good book, and we brought actually copies of the book. Can you talk about a little bit about the left-hand technique and what you recommend for violinists?
Well, that's really difficult to describe. If you had only one finger, you would learn the fingerboard better than if you have four. Because when you have only one, then you know the difference in that space. Because you have to move the finger there. So you know there's distance. Whereas when you do this, you've got to use your ear this way. And when you do this, you're bypassing your ear. You're just putting this finger down. This way, you're measuring. See? That's why the violin is such a terrible instrument. No, because with this hand, you're a surveyor. And with this hand, you're a tennis player. You play bow. You don't do that. You play bow strokes, just like tennis strokes. You stroke the strings. You stroke it. You don't hit it. I say a violin is like a woman. It doesn't like to be hit.
Did you ever play chamber music just for pleasure?
Did you, since this is a chamber music workshop, did you ever play chamber music for pleasure on your free time?
Yeah, but I never had much free time. That was the problem. I like to play.
Yes.
It's very good discipline. The best discipline is to play string quartets.
Yes.
Very good. But most, when you're learning the violin, you don't play string quartets. First of all, it's hard to get 4 people together.
Meister, one question I have for you is, what was your association with Jascha Heifetz? Did you have any interaction with him, or?
Oh yeah, he lived in Beverly Hills. At least that's what he said he lived in. He didn't really live in Beverly Hills. He lived next door. He was a funny guy. I used to phone him, and I always got the secretary, maid or something, who said he was sleeping or something else. I couldn't get him. And then one day, suddenly he calls me, and he says, what you doing? Like that. I said, well, I was practicing. He said, oh, too bad, I thought we could have some coffee. I said, well, I'll come up there if you want to have some coffee. He said, no, that's all right. He said, I'll tell you what to do. Come at 5 o'clock, and it will be a good diversion for me. And then when I knocked on the, you have to knock on the door exactly at 5, because he's always very old. So I knocked on the door, and the door opened, and there was nobody there. And he was hiding behind the door. One day, a girl cellist went up there, and she went to the door, and she rang, he opened the door, and she said, oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Heifetz, I got stuck with the car, I'm so sorry I'm late. He said, matter of fact, you're 1 minute early, and he closed the door in her face. And then she knocked again a minute later, and he let her in. He used to say, he said, well, if the kid was arrogant, the kid would say, Mr. Heifetz, would you repeat that, please? I want to see what kind of fingering you're using. Heifetz said, you see that door on the end of the room? Walk up to it, turn the knob, and go on the other side of it.
He was a tough character. Yes. Yes?
Did your repertoire include any contemporary works, or what were some of your favorite works to play?
Did your repertoire include contemporary works?
Oh, yeah, a lot of it.
I know. And what were your favorites? I know I shouldn't ask this, but we were talking about this earlier in the car, but what were your favorite contemporary works to play? Is that, or